Hi friends, so Mini is once again back with you from your favorite platform, Learn Forward. I'm going to take you ahead on your journey with grammar with the book, The Grammar Hub from Feathercaps for grade 3. And what new we are going to learn today? We have already learnt about verbs that are actions. So today we'll be learning about some main verbs and helping verbs. What are these? Let's know about them. So let's do a quick recap exercise and know about your past learning. Replace the underlined words with he, she or it. So these are the pronouns, right? The dog jumped over the cat. So in place of dog, which pronoun do you use? Very good. We use it. So it will be it jumped over the cat. The girl loves to play the piano. So for girl, what will you use here? Very good. She loves. That is the pronoun. My brother. Oh, again, a male. So what will you use? My brother is elder to me. He is elder to me. The shop was filled with many toys. The shop. That is a place. Okay. So for it, again, we will use it. My father loves to cook. A masculine gender here. So he loves to cook. So that means you retain all what you have learned in pronouns till now. Can we go ahead with the journey? Okay. So what are pronouns? They are the words used in place of nouns. Like, and it actually, they are used to avoid repetition. For example, if I say, Mohit is a boy. Mohit is my friend. Mohit lives in my society or apartments. I play with Mohit. So what do you see here? Every time I'm just saying Mohit, 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 Mohit. So won't you get bored hearing this? Mohit, 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 what is this? So we better use the word, some word in place of this. How? I'll say Mohit is a boy because I am introducing. Mohit is my friend. Here in place of this, I'll say he is my friend. Then Mohit lives in my society. Again, I'll say he lives in my society. And then I play with Mohit. Now I'll not say he here. What will I use? I play with him. Very good. So now in place of Mohit, can you see? I have written he, I have written him. So these are pronouns. Now we use pronouns in three different ways. In three different ways means when the speaker is talking about oneself, then it is called the first person pronoun, right? So for first person, we have I, me, mine, we when we are talking about plural, us, ours, like this. Then the person to whom we are talking is the listener. That is the second person. And for that, we use the different forms of you, yours, like this. And then sometimes we are talking about somebody, we are not talking to them, we are not talking to that person, we are talking about them, like he is my father, they are my friends. So I'm not talking to them, but I'm talking about them. So that becomes the third person, right? So for this, we use he, she, it, and the words related to them. So this was the brief introduction about the pronouns. Now, when going ahead, we have the different kinds of pronouns in which the first is personal pronouns, and it is the same that I have just taught you about first person, second person, and third person. When she's talking about herself, she will say, I am a girl. Now, when this girl is talking about boy, she will say, you are an intelligent boy. So, she is talking to this boy. So, she's saying you. And then the girl is pointing out to somebody sitting and she's saying, he is my uncle. She is not talking to uncle. She is telling that he is my uncle, right? So this is third person. This is first person pronoun. This is second person pronoun, the listener. The speaker is the first person, and then somebody you are talking about is the third person pronoun. So they are all included in personal pronouns. Now, this is a table in which we will be learning about personal pronouns, first person, second person, third person. Sometimes they are used as a subject, sometimes they are used as an object. If you remember, we have done with verbs in past grades in your early classes. What is a subject and object? So, the person, somebody who is doing an action, doer of action is the subject, and the action is done on what? That is the object. So, the forms change in first, second and third personal pronouns when we change from subject to object, like this. When I am the doer of action, I will say I for first person, and me. I gave you some homework and you gave me your notebooks, right? So now I am receiving your notebooks. So I become the object. I'm in objective case. It will be me. I'll not say you gave I your notebooks. I'll say you gave me your notebooks. So that is the meaning of objective case. Then when it is plural, it is we. And then in objective case, us. So you say we are listening to the teacher. The teacher gave us a lot of homework, right? So this is in subjective and objective case when the speaker is in plural form. Now for the second person pronouns, the person to whom we are talking, that is you. Listener is second person. So it is you in singular as well as plural in subjective as well as objective case. You gave me your notebooks. I gave you some work to do. So you will remain you. Next we have third person in which we are talking about some noun. So that is when it is male, he, female, she. So this is for males, we have already learned. This is for females, that is feminine gender. Then it is used for animals and neuter gender, places, animals, things like that. They are also in objective case. He becomes, he gave to me, I gave to him, she gave to me, I gave to her. So these are the words we are using in objective case. It remains it. It is my pet, I give it food. So it remains it in objective case also, just like you. And when we are talking about third person plural, we say they are my friends. I invited them to a party. So in objective case, they becomes them. Third person plural becomes them. So this was about personal pronouns, different forms in objective and subjective case you will have to remember. Now the next type of, we have an exercise just to see how much you have understood about pronouns. Underline the pronouns in the following sentences and write the person also. So in personal pronouns, we have learnt about 3 persons. Let us see how much you can make out. Let us go out for a walk. So what is us here? Which person is it? Very good. So this is first person plural, but you don't have to write. Just write down first person. That's it. Next, did it rain here yesterday? Oh, it is third person. Very good. Next, how do you do? So you is very good. That is second person, the listener. I like, oh, I is here. I like to read books. So this is first person. We went to Appu ghar. Yes, we is the pronoun. Which person? Good. This is first person. Call them here. Okay. So them is third person plural. Very good. Right? Now fill in the blanks with the correct pronouns. Dash are my best friends. So you are talking about plural and you are talking about them. So you can say they are my best friends. Yes, they is already here. Our class is going for an outing. Dash will go to Agra. Because our class is going, so who will go to Agra? They will go, you will go, or we will go? We will go because I am also a part, speaker, and we are in plural. The boy scored well because who worked hard? The boy worked hard. Yes, it is a singular third person male. So it will be he. Perfect answer. Dash are a team. Who are a team? Let's see. We are a team. Us are a team or I are a team? Good. We are a team because here it is the subjective form. Yes, perfect answer. Do you want to go to the party with whom? With their, with them, or with our? So what is the objective case here? Yes, perfect. Them is the objective case here. So we are going with them. Now going ahead, what are reflexive pronouns? See, reflection comes from the word, reflexive comes from the word reflection. So what is reflection? When you look into the mirror, what do you see? Yes, you see yourself, isn't it? So this is called reflection, and reflexive pronouns come from this word reflection. What's there in reflexive pronouns? The doer of action is also the receiver of action. That means the subject object are the same. For example, I was just going somewhere in dark and I just hit a wall by mistake and I got hurt. So who hurt me? I got hurt, but who hurt me? Nobody else. It was me. I hurt myself. So that reflection is coming back to me, right? So such pronouns are called reflexive pronouns, and we use self in such pronouns, right? Like I hurt myself. We did it ourselves. You looked yourself into the mirror, and when we are talking about plural, we say yourselves. He talks to himself. So these are the reflexive pronouns: myself, itself, yourself, himself, herself, ourselves. Here we are adding self to make them reflexive. So these are all called reflexive pronouns. Let's see what we have understood here with this exercise. Fill in the blanks with reflexive pronouns. So for I, which reflexive pronoun comes here? I enjoyed. See the list here? Yes, good. It is myself. She did her homework by. For she, what will you use from here? Good, she's a girl, so we'll use herself. Next, I look at dash in the mirror. So whom do you look at into the mirror? Myself. So that reflection is coming. I looked myself in the mirror. We cooked all the food by. For we, what is the reflexive pronoun? Ourselves. So we cooked food by ourselves. Next, grandfather hurt dash while using the hammer. So grandfather was using the hammer. Who hurt him? He himself. So grandfather hurt, and who got hurt? He himself got hurt. So this is reflection again. Mother bought a new pair of shoes for whom? She can bring for me also, but here you have to use reflexive pronoun. So she brought for herself. Yes, not for me, not for anybody else. She brought for herself. So I hope reflexive pronouns are clear to you now. Can we move ahead? Yes, demonstrative pronouns. When we did demonstrative adjectives, I told you there are 4 words that are used as pointers. This, that, these, those. Yes, the same are adjectives, the same are pronouns also, children. Now you need to quickly recall that while doing demonstrative adjectives, I told you these words will always be followed by nouns, right? So when these words are followed by nouns, they are demonstrative adjectives. And when they are not followed by nouns, they are demonstrative pronouns. The same words, this, that, these, those. Like, this is my book. So here with this, do you find there is any noun? No. Here it is demonstrative pronoun. That is yours. Again, no noun is there immediately after this pointing word. So it is also a pronoun. And for plural, we use these, those. We already know. These are my shoes. Those are yours. Because they are away. Right? So this is demonstrative pronouns. The only difference you have to remember is when it is adjective, it should immediately be followed by a noun. Some nouns should come, right? So I hope you have understood. Can we go for an exercise quickly? Underline the demonstrative pronoun and circle the demonstrative adjective. The only thing you have to remember is whether immediately after it a noun comes or not. How? Let's quickly do. This car. Oh, there is a noun. That means it is demonstrative adjective. So we are going to circle it. That is a new pen. No noun after that. So it is a pronoun. That pen. Okay, there is a noun. So what is it, children? So what are you going to do? Yes, it is an adjective. So you are going to encircle it. This is a car. So it is a, that's brilliant answer. It is a pronoun. We are going to underline it. These flowers. So here flowers is a noun. That means it is an adjective. Very good. Just 3 left for you to have fun and enjoy your learning yourselves. So you'll do the rest 3 parts yourself. Let's move to the last type of pronouns, that is interrogative pronouns. And interrogatives are the question words we have already learned in adjectives. The same difference you have to remember. The interrogative adjectives, immediately after them, we use nouns, but not with the interrogative pronouns. So question words which are not followed by nouns, they are interrogative pronouns. Like, what is the matter? There is no noun after that. Whose house is that? Now here when we are talking, can you see after this there is a noun. House is a noun. So this is your interrogative adjective. Right? And if we have to write this sentence like this, whose is that house? Now in this case, whose is not followed by a noun. So whose is the interrogative pronoun here. Okay, because here you have a noun, it will be an adjective, just like demonstrative adjectives and demonstrative pronouns. I hope that's clear. Are you sure? Can we do an exercise to check what you have understood? Okay, let's do. Fill in the blanks with interrogative pronouns. Dash do you mean? What? What do you mean? Yes. Next is this book? So you'll say, whose is this book? Good. So can you see the question that I have put here? Whose is that house? Similarly, they are asking, whose is this book? So this book. So here it is interrogative pronoun. Dash is the thief. Who is the thief? Dash would you prefer? Again, the same. Yes, perfect answer you have given. What would you prefer? Oh, you are getting very smart. Even before I read, you said. Okay, that's the perfect answer. What do you like? And next is, yes, everybody is there with the right answer. How are you? That's perfect. It means you have understood interrogative pronouns also very fine. Let's quickly recall what we have learned in today's session about pronouns. What is a pronoun? It's a word used in place of noun. Then we have done about personal pronouns. We have first person pronoun, the speaker, second person pronoun, the listener, and third person pronoun is about whom we are talking. The speaker is talking, right? So these are the three pronouns, three-person pronouns, first person, second person, third person. Then we have done the examples of first person, second person, third person pronouns. Rather, we have learnt the table form, the subjective and objective forms of all the three-person pronouns in singular as well as plural. So you need to learn that. Then we have learned that reflexive word comes from the word reflection, and such pronouns are when the action gets reflected to the doer of action, like myself, ourselves, himself, herself, yourself. And remember children, here one thing, your is used for singular as well as plural. Now when we are using the reflexive pronoun for this, for singular we will say yourself. So if I'm saying to one child, I'll say yourself. You hurt yourself shows that it is one. But if I say you must appreciate yourselves for the good work. So here I am saying yourselves. That means I am talking to all my children that for all your good work, you also should appreciate yourselves, right? So this is the difference between singular and plural. Next, we learnt about demonstrative pronouns and interrogative pronouns. And what we have to remember is the pronouns, demonstrative or interrogative, they are not followed by nouns. So if there is no noun immediately after them, that means they are pronouns. And if it is followed by a noun, it means they are adjectives. So I hope you'll remember all these tips. And you have understood also. Let's quickly do this exercise to wind up. A word used instead of a noun is called, that's very easy. Yes, you all have the answer. Samir locked the door himself. The colored word is, what is this word? Which type of pronoun? It's a reflexive pronoun. Which pronoun has the same form in both singular and plural? I have repeated so many times. Yes, you has the same form in singular and plural. These are interesting books. So what is these here? The colored word is what? Is it a reflexive pronoun, an interrogative pronoun, or a demonstrative pronoun? Of course, demonstrative. It is pointing out these. So that was all in pronouns from my side. I hope you are learning and enjoying the sessions in grammar. We'll be looking ahead for more interesting topics in grammar with Minnie. Till then, happy learning, children.